Let me just give you a few scriptures that are written in the first book of the Bible that would make so many things that people worry about today just go away. First of all, we know how everything came into being, and that's been the theme of this series, so I'm going to go back to Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and then he tells us in verse 14, God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light on the earth, signs and seasons, days and years. Let them be lights to help us tell time. God created the universe. That makes things different. When you simply believe that, you feel the weight starting to be removed from your life. Human beings are not the end-all, be-all, save-all. You know, we're not going to save or destroy the planet. It's here. God put it here, and it's going to exist until God's finished. If you read Revelation, you find out that God himself, Jesus, is the Alpha and the Omega. And he's the beginning and the end. And so life's not going to end. Life on this planet's not going to end until he says it so. And then if you read Genesis 1:24, where this is where living things came from. Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to its kind, cattle and creeping things and beasts of the earth, each according to its kind. And he made all the animal, he made the plant kingdom, he made the animal kingdom. And so we know that he made man and woman last. And he gave them dominion over the earth. All this is in Genesis 1. He gave us dominion over the earth, over the planet. And actually that's Genesis 3. And so we are the crown jewel of this creation. That means that we're not equal to animal life. We're not the human animal. We're not at the top of the food chain. We sit on the food chain. The food chain exists to support human life. The plant world exists to support human life. We're going to get into more of this in my series, The Meaning of Life, that you don't want to miss. But what I'm saying is, it just gets more simple if you believe this. Then you don't have to feel like we're the biggest threat to this planet. That if it weren't for human beings, the planet would be a wonderful paradise. That's not true. It wouldn't exist without us. It was put here for us, and that just changes. It just changes the paradigm. So you don't have to. People are just so worried about things that don't exist. Here's another one, and I'm going to get into this too in the meaning of life. You don't want to miss that series. Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And so that's simple, basic. You'd think everybody would understand that, but there's over 70 different kinds of genders, they want to tell us, that exist today. And in the beginning, in Genesis 1, God created male and female. That was it. There was just two. And guess what? There's still only two. So, well, how can you say that? It's easy. I believe the Bible. I just believe the Bible. And my life's so much more simple. I believe that each species, they were all created by God, and they give life to each other. One species, gives life to the same species. Parents give life to children, and the sexes are male and female. And God created the world so that he could have a place to put mankind, humankind, that we are to take dominion and be fruitful and replenish the earth. He's interested in humans populating the earth. It's not wrong to populate the earth. I saw one expert the other day on television that said we need to decrease the earth's population, human population, by 1 billion people. I mean, that's the most Hitler-like statement I've ever heard, and nobody questioned him. They're like, how do we do that? Well, how do we do it? You have to kill 1 billion people. That's how you do it. There's no other way to reduce the earth's population by 1 billion other than kill 1 billion people. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. I'd rather believe the Bible. I mean, let's suppose that he's right. We need to reduce the earth's population by 1 billion. So what do we do? Who decides which billion people to kill? Or which billion people to say, you can't have any more kids because we need you to die and not to repopulate. That's anti-scriptural. It's anti-God. It's anti-Bible. Listen, it's so much easier to believe the Bible. We got 8 billion people on the planet, and you would think to hear some of these people talk that every square foot of the planet is full of people, that you just don't have room for any more people. We're all standing, we don't even have room to lay down. We're all standing nose to nose, and you got to get rid of 1 billion people. But guess what? We're all here.